Welcome everybody. Humble George here. You're looking at the nicest ZR-1 Corvette to ever grace Assetto Corsa. You sure are. Well, about time we took this little puppy for a ride. BZ Simworks. Well, that must be Beto Fernandez. Yeah, it sure enough is. Now, this is Humble's edition. So I worked on it all day long, just putting a bell or a whistle where I wanted it. He said, don't change it. Well, all I did was add a little texture work and a couple more lights. Had to have Gloria's picture in there. I just modified the skin a little bit, so it had yellow where I wanted it yellow, and just had some fun with it. I'm never going to put it up for anybody to have. I'm certainly never going to say this is my car. It's got a very unique sound to it. It's really quite a nice car. Very good handling too. Very neutral. It's balanced. It's great. And it's fast. Not blindingly fast, but it's fast. A little over 200 out of it. But it gets there at a good clip. But it's rock set steady, rock solid car, really nice. Good brakes too. Everything about the car I really like. That's the nicest Corvette, newer one I've ever driven. No question about that. Ah, look at the moon. Yay! All right. Now, the skin that I liked the best was the one that he showed on Facebook, where it's yellow in the front, silver in the back. Really an outstanding job. I've seen some nice work in my day, but I don't know when I've seen it as nice as this. Certainly I could not do anything of this caliber. Now the stitching and all that, yes, I lit that up because I kind of like doing that. But that's just for my own personal self. But it's a handling champion, man. You're going to see quite a few videos come out about this car. I'm sure Chris Hay will do one. I wouldn't doubt that the extra mile will come out of the mothballs and get a ride around somewhere in this car. Now there's 5 of them, and this is the top of the line of the 5, if you like the high wing and all that. It's an outstanding car, I'll tell you that right now. I haven't driven the other ones yet, so I don't know what they're like, but I grabbed this rascal and I just love the looks of it. chirp tires with it. It'll chirp them. I mean, you're not going to burn rubber the whole stretch like I usually do with one of my cars. It just ain't going to happen. But it was not designed for that. This is more designed to be real, not imaginary like mine are. Mine are just fucking out of hand. But I enjoy them, just that they're not legitimate. Well, they are to me. But it will lay a little bit of rubber. Not killer, but it'll lay some. It gets up and goes. It's a good car. Real good. And it's a joy to drive. And honestly, it is. I've worked on it so much today. And I still got them fucking triangles in the sky, so that's one of the reasons why we're running at night. Fuck them things. You'll never see them in the dark. I don't think. It's gotta be a mismatch of something. Here, it chirped it. But it's just a beautiful driving car. It really is. It's not, it doesn't scare the shit out of you. And that it wants to turn and go in a circle or some shit. It's not ass happy at all. I'm sure you could abuse it and end up on your ass, but you'd have to deliberately fuck the thing up. I mean, it runs great. It steers great. It does everything wonderfully. I mean, 200 miles an hour, that's fast enough, you know, that's way fast. And it'll probably do a little more than that if you really push it. We were bumping right against red line, and I don't want to fry the thing. It's a really nice car. Supercharged. I couldn't think of a better track to bring it to than Le Mans. I really couldn't. No chicane, just hammer it. Fuck. It's not like you put it in first. We don't want to be doing that. Wow, look at that. That looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, guys, the weekend's here. I wanted to have a little something to share with you. I've had this now for 2 days, so I was going to get a nice video up, but I had one thing happen after the next. Just held me back. Look at that. You can turn it right, you put it right where you want it to go. It's not ass happy at all. It's really, really a pleasure to drive this car. Beto, you did an outstanding job, brother. Please don't get ornery or mad at me for changing a couple of textures just for myself. What the hell am I seeing? Something wandering around. Oh, it must be a shadow. Now, when you get the car, you're now going to have that, make that funny little noise right there. It'll be smooth as silk. I had to bump up the clutch a little bit to not slip. I got, I think, it up to 20 or 25 times the speed, so I'm kind of hoping morning will come and you'll be able to see the car. I thought that would be a nice way to show it off. Start out at night and then get to the daytime. I've been working on it all day long, so I wanted to drive it a little bit myself. Oh, that was close. That was a nasty turn I did, but it was very forgiving. Alright, we'll go balls to the walls. We'll find out what it can do. Mild humbleization, but see what we got. 240, 43 coming downhill, 45, 6, 8, 9, 250. So a very mild tune-up by Humble. A little porting and polishing. Decaffeinated the rev limiter. Breathe a little, that's all. But as far as exorbitant horsepower, doesn't have it. It's just a really nice, actually believable race car. Very nice. Nice to drive. But all I did was tiny little things. All the major work was done by Beto Fernandez and his crew of outstanding artisans of their trade. Can't say enough about them. Really, really fabulous. So hats off to you, Beto, and your constituents that help you. You've got a good crew. Outstanding Corvette. Outstanding. Now, I don't know how it would fare with my 71, but I don't see why it wouldn't beat me completely. I think it would. We could try. Oh, look, I think morning's coming. Good. Yeah, it is. Beautiful, guys, beautiful. You're going to be able to see it. Beautiful steering car. I mean, it does not worry you. I mean, you're not coming into a corner going, oh, fuck, I hope I can turn this thing. No, none of that shit. It's really, really nice. Very, very nice. Nice car. It was well worth the wait, I'll tell you. He did an outstanding job. I don't know why it's in there, but it is. This is usually the part that I can never even do. Look at that. It just steers beautiful. A lot nicer than a lot of cars I've monkeyed with. I got news for you. A lot of those are scary. You never know what the fuck they're gonna do next. Not all of them, but there's a couple of treacherous bastards. Right along, man, I'm telling you. But the joy of it is driving it. Just driving the car is a joy. I mean, it's fun. It's a nice car. I mean, it actually, with the way my setup is, I've got my hand right on the Hurst T handle. I got my other hand on the G27, and 55-inch Samsung 4K, full surround sound by Logitech. It's fucking tits. I'm telling you, it's nice. It looks believable. No, I don't have 3 or whatever the fuck it is, VR, but I can look around with IR tracker. It's fucking tits, and I can still see everything in the room. My hands are, I can see my hands. I don't want that shit where I got a fucking face mask on. Fuck that nonsense. I don't care how immersive it is. I want to see what's in the room. I don't want some dickhead sneaking up on me that I don't even see. You're paranoid. No, fuck that. Think ahead. Caught a little edge there. There, you can see Gloria. When morning shows up, so does Gloria. I pushed that a little bit. Now there's without the lights on, there's with the lights on, so it's just a little bit of an enhancement. You're going to love this interior. I mean, I wanted to do something really nice, like Don Butler used to do. Don Butler was a guy who did custom interiors here in Syracuse, New York. He's, I don't know, world renowned for doing the leather work and the stitching and all that. So I wanted to have a really nice custom interior in this car because it's such a nice car. So you won't find this unless you make it yourself, but it's not that, I mean, you can do it. We'll find a nice spot and just park and let you see it as the sun rises. We'll get to the other side of this. That would be even better, I think. Look at that thing turn. It's just a joy to drive. I'm not horseshitting either. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be telling you. You'll find out. You'll get it yourself. You can get it off Facebook. He's got it for free, but I'll tell you what. You do him a favor to throw him a little bit, you know, take him to lunch, man. Get him a Whopper or a fish sandwich or something. You know, do him nice. The guy works real hard. He seems to be a nice guy. I've never talked to him, never corresponded with him, but he seems like a real good fellow. He does good work, I'll tell you that. His work talks for him. You don't need to talk to him. You just drive his car. You'll know for yourself. It's not to say any disparagements against Kunos or anybody else. I'm just telling you, this is top of the line. any way you want to cut the Canary, this shit's top of the line. This is a good spot right here, I think. All right, we'll just get out and take a look at it. It's really cool. No, it doesn't have the chrome coming stock. I put the chrome on it myself because I just want a car for me, that's all. I like that shit, so I just added a little chrome here and there. Look, it's got Beato's signature all over this car, and man, it's gonna stay that way. But I want a little chrome, man. I just want to customize it. Look at that. But you're not gonna find a nicer car. Holy barbecue pit. Now you turn this on, BZ SimWorks lights right up. It wasn't that hard to do. Lit that up too. Hit the brakes, the insides light up. Little blue light out for the marker. Fucking sweet car. Sweet. Now if you come up here, these light up. Light up yellow. Not very much, just a little bit. Isn't that a sweetheart? That's a nice car. I'm telling you right now. Hell, I couldn't have picked a better place. Check it out. So I didn't do anything elaborate, no big body work, no monkey business. This car doesn't need it. It is perfectly fine the way it is. Really nice. I did chrome these, but that's just personal taste. Same thing with the roll cage. I just wanted a chrome one. So I sent it out and had it chromed. What a nice car though. It is really super. And the doors and everything open up. Come on, I'll take you into the showroom and we'll take a look at this puppy. Just remember though, the one you get from him isn't likely to look exactly like this. I've been really working on it. Alright, here's our interior. I wanted to carry the yellow throughout the interior of the car just because it's such a pretty color for the outside. And I was thinking of my dad. He liked yellow. And the carbon fiber and the gray. I wanted to carry the gray with the doors, and the same thing for the center of the seats. I wanted to be gray, and the center of the steering wheel gray. And of course, there's Beato's signature right there with Corvette. And if we light the interior up, which we can, easy enough, you'll see that all the stitching lights up, which you saw in the nighttime. And the odometer and everything is nice. We got gold around all of our instruments, and our pedals are gold. This lights up so you can see it at night. Not that you need to. But it carried the yellow and the silver throughout the interior. Little lights for the doors. Everything opens up. Windshield wipers work. Everything. It's just top of the line. It's really just a super mod. It really, I don't even call it a mod. Take a look at these little things. Watch when I shut the door. Look at how they work. Isn't that amazing? Now let's get outside a minute and take a look at it. Oh yeah, right. I think I just fucked it up. Hang on. Maybe not. F1 will get me. Should be doing something for me. Alright, let's get out here. Now, blurred rims. Okay, we gotta take the blurred rims off so you can see. There they are. But what a sweetheart, huh? This thing is really, really not only a looker, but a joy to drive. As I've told you more than probably 7, 8 times, I probably could knock it off by now. But don't you think carrying the yellow from the front right straight through, and then picking up the silver from the back and bringing that in, You know, I could have made this centerpiece silver as well, but I thought it was a little too much. Actually, the yellow's probably a lot, but... And the one you get will have white stitching across here, and it won't be able to be lit up like that. But it's not that hard to do what I did. I just did a little something special. Just a little artistic license, that was all. Nothing more, nothing less. Isn't that something? And of course, it's hard not to like looking at Gloria. Holy moly. And take a look at the doors. They got little lights here, so if the door's open, maybe a car will see it and not swipe the sucker right off. Or when you're in it at night, it gives you just a little bit of light at the sides in case you dropped your car keys or something. I don't even know if you use keys for this car, but isn't that thing sweet? It's a sweetheart. It really is. It is a beautiful car. So if you've got Facebook, go hit up BZ Simworks and do yourself a favor. There's 5 of these, and they are sweethearts. Sweethearts. Trust me. Really nice cars. Outstanding. Now, if we come over here, let's just go to a stock version, and I'll show you exactly what it's like in the showroom. So here's a stock one. There's the stock wheels. They're beautiful. Really, really nice. We got a blue cross. That's not a cross member. Come on, old boy. That's a roll cage. That a boy. Now you're catching it. Okay. So here's what we got. We turn the lights on, and the blurred rims. There they go. Okay. Now let's open it up so you can see. And this is what you start out with. A really, really, really nice car. And just about everything you would expect to see right from the factory. Everything, all the textures, just like the factory, just a beautiful car, and this is what I started out with this morning. See, I told you about the Corvette? Come on over here, let's take a little bit of a look at it, if we can get in here nice. It's beautifully stitched. This thing naturally has to move, but it's a beautiful white stitching that's in there. It's really nice. Now you might say, well, I like this better, Humble, it's all black. Well, that's good, I'm glad you do. And instead of having Beato's signature there, we've got it up here, and a Corvette, and the whole thing, and it just shows, I guess this is the climate control, I would assume, and it's a dandy car, dandy. This is just one without the wing, that's all. It's one I didn't monkey with, but it's got a real nice rear deck spoiler, I'll tell you that. Take a look at that thing. That thing is pretty slick. Pretty slick, I'll tell you. Nothing wrong with this car at all, and it goes like a champ. So when I run them all together, I get about 20 frames per second, which sucks. But in any event, there's a lot that has to be done with this computer. I don't know. It needs an enema once in a while. So you won't see that the side lights won't light up unless there's a hazard or some shit. I think there's a way to do that, if I'm not mistaken. You might be able to hear it, though. Yeah, it's got that nice sound to it. Real nice. And it comes with good flames right from Beto, of course. You know it's gonna. And that's got a nice, I like that one. That's got a really, really nice license plate. I like that. Now, if we hit his brakes, now they're going to be a little different than mine. Notice everything's lit up nice. If I can get this thing to respond. There. Well, they don't work. What the fuck? They don't work? Well, they're supposed to. I don't know why they don't. I didn't monkey with this. That's just something, you know, when you unpack a mod, there's not always guaranteed it's going to run just perfect. But these are nice. There's the first model of it. It's a consumer model right here, and it's a sweetheart as well. It's got that glass to look through to see the supercharger, which I think is kind of interesting. It's a nice car. You'd like it, I'll tell you. You can't. I don't see how you could go wrong. Let's try the brakes or the brake lights on this one and see if these work. Nope. Well, that's not. It's not that hard to get them working. Piss on it. Life goes on. I thought they would work right out of the get go, but they don't. Let's see if mine do. Maybe there's something wrong with the fucking game again or the sim again. Fuck it. I don't know. Let's see if mine work. Fuck, if they better work. All right, there's the lights, and there's the brakes. Yeah, they do. But you got to dick around with it. Sometimes things get changed in the naming, and that's what happens. It gets switched around a little bit. But look at the lenses on these things. My God, it can't get. I think it's 8K is what it is. You can't get any better. I mean, how do you become close to getting as amazing as these lenses? I mean, my God, they look absolutely phenomenal. I've never seen glass lenses as nice as these. And I'm not just going on and on and on. Well, maybe I am. But there's a good reason to. So you can see why I used the silver and the black and the carbon fiber and the yellow, because I wanted to have just something special for me. You know, I'm still just trying to do a little artistic stuff for my own self. That's it. Nothing more. Put a little meats in the back and little anti-sway bar. So that's where I got the chrome from. You got to have something to fetch the chrome from or you can't get it. So that's the name of that tune. I guess I could take it out now that I got the chrome on the car. I probably could. Absolutely. I could use it until I get there, and then I could remove that. That's a good idea. Maybe I will. But I'll tell you, it does stiffen it right up nice. No doubt about that. That stiffens that fucker right up good. So I hope you like it, guys. Remember, BZ SimWorks, Beto Fernandez. You'd be hard-pressed to find a nicer mod than what he's coming out with. You would be hard-pressed. No bullshit. Really, you would. That is a sweetheart. No two ways. So, have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you when I can. Bye-bye now.